Thanks so much for coming.
Oh,
I was embarrassed before the show because I like to go back and say hi to the guests beforehand, and your person said, oh yeah, go right on in, and you're in your underwear. I walk in on you, you're in your underwear before the show.
It's a bodysuit.
Oh.
It's a bodysuit, so
Can I just say underwear?
Too much.
Underwear sounds cooler on TV.
I had my legs crossed like this, so
I know, but I was really
one of those little
stunned.
pantyhose commercials where the girls sit there and pat themselves around, but they're wearing nothing.
Yeah.
I had this on.
Keep doing that. Okay, now listen. But it was a very unusual thing that doesn't usually happen. I don't usually see the guests in their underwear before the show, except Al Roker, but we won't go into that.
That was pretty, wasn't it?
That's my own problem. All right. Now, you've got a movie coming out, but actually, this is not your first time in a movie. Actually, you did a movie before.
I did a big-time movie before.
It was called Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
All right.
I was killed by a truckload of watermelons, actually. But you know what? It got me in the Screen Actors Guild, so I would never complain
In this movie, you're killed by a truckload of watermelons.
Well, this was a film where everything mechanical sort of develops a life of its own, and I was driving with my movie husband in a station wagon. We're going up this bridge, and suddenly it starts lifting up when we're in the middle of this drive, and everything ahead of us starts crashing back, and it's watermelons that are probably about 3 weeks old, sitting out in the North Carolina 100-degree weather.
Start pelting you to death. Well, you know what? This sounded so good. You don't have to describe it. This sounded so good. I said, we've got to see this, actually.
Oh, you...
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I have nothing better to do with my time. I had them get Maximum Overdrive, and here's the clip where Marla Maples Trump is killed by a watermelon.
Oh, I'll get
Enjoy.
Great.
Do it again. Hold it. That was a very good scream. Can you give us the death scream just before the watermelon one more time?
Now that I know you shouldn't hide your face.
Very good. See, you could have gone for like but you went for this kind of, all right, cool.
I wanted to really live through that scene. They really
Killed
did
by
that.
a watermelon.
I was very fortunate.
For God's sake. All right. Well, let's...
Stephen King.
Okay.
What can you do?
What can you do? The man's crazy.
He's a genius at being
All right.
crazy.
Well, and life is going well for you. You've been married now to Donald Trump for how long has it been now?
About 20, 30 years, I think.
I don't quite think so. What has it been?
No.
It's been...
Just over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys have actually quite a lavish lifestyle
We've
together.
actually been quite busy lately looking for Grady. We've actually had Donald.
The Donald is looking for... He's out there looking for Grady. With his fortune, we could really find Grady. We could actually get some professional help finding Grady. That would be great. By the way, do you call him... You supposed to call him the Donald, or you just call him Donald?
I call him Mr. Trump.
Wow, he is strict.
No,
I've heard
actually,
about
we call him, it's like the father of Tiffany now. He sort of had to take a back seat to my little
That's
girl.
right. Your girl's name is Tiffany?
Tiffany Ariana Trump.
Is that true? Now, I've heard, it was a rumor that Tiffany, you named her after the store Tiffany's.
Well, no,
is that
that's
true?
sort of my husband's name. I wanted to come up with something sort of earthy, like Montana. I thought that was cool. Montana Maples. And he was going, Tiffany Trump. I go, Montana Maples, Tiffany Trump. So, of course, he won.
He said, yeah, I'll buy you out, yeah.
It really means something sweet.
He put down he put down a big thing of money and said, it's going to be Tiffany. Is it after the store Tiffany? That's what I heard.
Well, I think, one of his first big deals was when he bought the air rights above Tiffany to build Trump Tower. So that was like a magical good time in his life.
So if you have a boy, it'll be Little Walmart, right? Is that what we're Walmart, get in here. Leave Tiffany alone. All right.
Mahal Trump, maybe.
We actually, I was invited to the wedding. Did you know that? I don't know if you're even aware. You guys invited a lot of different people, and
I didn't know.
Yeah, well, this is the level of people that were getting invites. I got an invite to come to your wedding.
Did you make it?
No, I did. I couldn't make it to the wedding. We actually had to do a show. I couldn't come to the wedding, and now I feel bad because I realize I've never actually given you a wedding present. There's like a year limit, and I never...
Oh, God. And you got an invitation and everything.
Yeah, and I didn't give you a wedding present.
Well, I told my husband, I said...
Wait.
No, do you really?
No. It's just 20.
Oh.
$50. Is that?
Oh, I can take a little
that.
Tiffany to Tiffany's.
For a little Walmart's, fine. You keep that.
Big.
You just hang on to that.
You.
Let me ask you something. You guys have quite a lavish lifestyle. And we actually have exclusive photos. We have exclusive photos. You really going to take that money?
Well, I thought I would do something.
I was just screwing around. $50 to me, that's a lot of money.
Maybe I'll take it to Atlantic City and double it for you.
Yeah.
This isn't real. You can
Can I have that too? I can have that? I can really have that?
We'll trade, sure.
No, not trade. Give me that. Let's take a break. We have a quick break because we're going to show, we have beautiful photos, I don't think that have been seen by a lot of people here in this audience, of your home where you and the Donald live in great luxuriousness. And we'll take a look at that in just a second. So stick around. You don't want to miss this. Marla Maples-Trump is with us. Here with Marla Maples-Trump, everybody, and as promised, we actually got some photos of. This is, are these Trump Tower, these photos? Yeah. I'm asking the audience, yeah. Like, what are you asking us for? Let's take a look at some of these. Here's the first one. Where is this? Right here.
That's my husband's museum floor. We don't touch anything in that part of the house.
What's the rent on this place? This is like $8.50 a month?
Oh, gosh, it changes every month.
What's the deal? Is this a doorman building?
Mm-hmm. A doorman secured building. Actually, we put our Christmas tree right in the middle of that.
Okay, wow. Now, what is this? Is just a casual little coffee corner.
This just sort of shows...
This is just, you know...
This is me trying to bring a little bit of normalcy to a sort of a lavish place.
Now wait, what, do you like sit there and just eat blueberry late at night? I mean, what do you actually do in this room?
About 16 people, and we have yet to have a dinner party there, but it's awful beautiful.
You haven't had a dinner party yet? Could I rent this out, maybe?
I'm really good at cooking for about 3 or 4 people, but when it comes to 10 or 20, I get a little nervous.
Okay, and let's see. I think there's one more, I believe. Let's take a look here. Let's see.
That's nice. You know,
Andy!
And I thought you didn't show up.
Andy,
that's why Tiffany was laughing.
Andy hangs out there a lot. How come I don't get invited over? Really nice place. And also, I understand there's a giant, for the child you have on the penthouse on the 70th floor. You made a playground. It looks like Central Park up there. Is that right?
This girl may be growing up in a glass tower, but she has to have a little earth under her toes. Because I grew up in the country on a farm and climbing trees. And I want my daughter, even with... Like,
so she's climbing a tree on the top of a 70-story building?
We have grass, we have a
Really? I heard how many, like, tons and tons of earth have been brought up there.
I think probably they had to bring a lot of earth to sort of, you know, recreate Georgia for me.
You had stray dogs shipped in to run around up there?
We actually have bumblebees and butterflies.
That's right. Everything to make it look like the country. You also have another place, Mar-a-Lago, am I saying it correctly?
Yes, it's the home my husband has turned into a private club now. And it's the most beautiful.
Wait, is it your home or is it a private club?
It's actually both.
How creepy and weird. So you're just trying to relax and people are coming to you and saying, I need more towels in my room?
Marla, the hamburger's not good.
That sucks. That's terrible. Your life's a living hell.
It's beautiful. I used to complain about it, I said, my life's horrible.
Yeah, we're all crying for you.
And it's a great time. We're having a blast.
And you have a lot of celebrities over, of course. I'm sure Andy and I, it's just an oversight, but we'll be there. But I understand that you've had a lot of big celebrities hang out at Mar-a-Lago. What are some of the names of people? Is it true? This is a rumor. Is it true that Lisa Marie, Michael Jackson hung out there?
They did. And they were so sweet. And I get so tired of these papers saying, we knew it, we never won. Because they were both the nicest, most gentle, sweet people. They
but come on, you got to admit, that was a freak-out marriage from the beginning. I mean...
He told me
there might be nice people, but no, I mean...
we were having a dinner at Le Cirque, and he says, he calls my husband Trump. He said,
Trump. What does he call him?
Trump.
He says, so he just... He's like wearing... Is he wearing a surgical mask at the table going, Trump?
No, he was really quite normal.
Is this good? Is this working for you? Trump.
That's it. That's it. He says, I met someone. Actually, I've known her since she was a little girl.
Okay, I'm just trying to recreate it for you.
I hate when people spit on me anyway. But yeah, and he was talking about this girl named Lisa. He's known for a while, and he said, I'd love to bring her down to Florida. We had no idea it's Lisa Marie Presley. And they came, she showed up at the door, and our people that worked there were like, oh my God, it's Elvis's daughter at her house.
So you believe in your heart, you believe it was just a real normal marriage in every way.
They had a lot in common. And look at how they were raised, laughing at me in the audience. But they were really nice, and they just wanted a little space, a little privacy, and
to freak out. To completely freak out America.
I must have missed that party. I don't know.
We need a little space so we can creep out the world. That's all we need. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She brought her children. They were cute. They played with Tiff, and it was actually sweet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened after that, but...
Yeah, I wonder why that didn't turn out normally.
He didn't ask.
All right.
He didn't ask my advice, so
all right. Well, can Andy and I come down sometime and hang out there?
All right.
We have Marvin Hamlish here this weekend. You can go.
He needs it too. It's
you can go with us. It's a big house.
I'm serious.
Okay.
Can we want to come down someday and do a show from Mar-a-Lago.
That's a great idea. I'll ask my husband how much he'll charge you.
No.
Everything's a deal. Everything's a deal. Oh, God.
Everything is a deal. All right. Well, the new project, well, you got the movie, all right?
Yes, and I just bought the rights to a story.
A story. It's a new project based on the woman who wrote Footprints in the Sand.
Yeah, that's
so
something
best of
close
luck
to
with
my
that.
heart. Thank
and
you.
My God, look at that ring. Look at that rock.
You should see
Get a shot of this thing
more.
right here.
Much bigger.
Can we get a tight shot of that?
I did that because you said...
It's real. It is real.
I think so. You think I should have it checked out?
No, that's real. I just busted a cap on that. That's a real ring. Oh, I bit your finger. I bit your finger too. I'm sorry.
Okay,
How creepy and weird. All right. Well, listen, Marla Maples Trump, thank you very much for being with us tonight, and we're going to take you up on the offer, a whole show from. Yeah, watch for it, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming up soon, and it's going to be absolutely free. Peter Weller and Lloyd Cole are coming up. We'll see you in a little bit.